Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to StarCraft 2 Stadium. I am Ivy Fearless, and I'm bringing you a game between PuMa and King Kong. King Kong spawning in the bottom left position of everybody's favorite map, Crevasse, as our pink Zerg, with PuMa spawning as our blue Terran player in the top left position. These close by air positions are good with a slight tactical advantage going to PuMa actually, because this back expansion is harder for King Kong to guard against drops, whereas it's a little bit easier for PuMa to simply expand towards his opponent, or if he wants to play it safer, expand away from his opponent. In the last couple of games, we've seen PuMa go with a fairly aggressive style. This map is significantly bigger than the other maps we did see, or that we saw. And it looks like PuMa going ahead and queuing up. Day 9 would not be happy, PuMa. Tisk tisk. The last game we saw, King Kong favored a slightly more economic expansion style that was punished fairly severely by PuMa's play. So I'll be interested to see what happens here. Do have a drone scouting up. We'll see what's going on. Expansion's down for both players, with King Kong's down slightly faster. PuMa, interestingly, actually skipping that initial barracks, which is something he almost never does because of how much he likes that early pressure. Instead, going for the faster command center. We do see a rich Vespian geyser, but there is only one at that expansion. King Kong opting to take the expansion with 2 gas, which does make sense as Zerg require a lot of gas in the mid and late game. One of the biggest limiting factors for Zerg play is how much gas you have. Gotta love lemonade, though it's getting a little bit tart. Maybe I should go get some water. So, back to the game, we see 1 gas down for each player, actually. PuMa's gas just ending, finishing up. And it looks like PuMa doesn't realize that he is not actually building his command center. There he is just now building it, losing some very important time. Command center will finish late. He has got to be kicking himself for that mistake. And meanwhile, we do see metabolic boost coming down for King Kong, getting a very, very quick layer. Wants to tech as soon as he possibly can. Would not be surprised to see a very early Spire, because I know what I'm talking about. Wow, I'm terrible at this game. But that's alright. It's okay that I'm terrible. So, no Spire quite yet. Instead, it apparently just went for a really early layer. Interesting. Is getting all of his gas now. Continuing his drone production. Chasing this SCV around. Wants to make sure it does not see anything important. Queen will pick it off. And there PuMa sacking a scan to try to figure out where the tech is. But you will not actually get it. There we do see the Spire going down, Baneling Nest going down as well. Stim starting to come out for PuMa. He really, really likes this 7.5 minute 8-minute stim timing push. A couple of Zerglings poking up the front. Just checking things out, saying hi to the Marines, getting shot. You know, that kind of stuff. A couple bunkers going down. Very interesting placement. Wants to be careful of a Baneling bust, which is a reasonable assumption as a Baneling nest is going down for his opponent. Both players are on 2 bases, fairly well saturated. Not perfectly, but fairly well. And it looks like Siege Tank tech is coming out for PuMa. PuMa pushing down a little bit. And there we do see the Mutalisks are on their way. 7 Mutalisks in production right now. However, there are a good number of Marines out on the field. Stim is ready. And it looks like PuMa is going to go ahead and push out to try to take a slightly more aggressive stance. Maybe even take this third behind his Marine aggression. Gently pulling back, we do see the Mutalisks are on their way over to PuMa's base. However, with all of those Marines and Stim, it will be a little bit difficult for the Mutalisks to get in any real damage. Trying to pick off a couple SCVs here and there. Only managing to get one, and the Marines will easily chase them out of the base. 18 Zerglings in production. Flyer attack level 1 coming down for King Kong, as well as Baneling speed. On the other side, we do see 1 missile turret going down, and King Kong successfully picking off a supply depot, capping PuMa at 78 of 70. And a lot of Zerglings are moving out towards the middle of the map. 4 more Mutalisks in production. Burrow as well. However, on the other side, we have infantry attack level 1 and combat shields going down. Mutalisks poking up in the back. Going to try to do a little bit of damage. Does manage to pick off 1 mule and an additional SCV. But King Kong does want to be very careful as PuMa is pushing out through the front. A lot of Zerglings and a lot of Mutalisks. And it almost looks like, folks, they are going to be going for a base trade. Because of those destructible rocks, it looks like the Zerglings and Mutalisks are going to be doing the first damage. SCVs pulling out to try to do what damage they can. The tank getting surrounded. Meanwhile, it looks like they are just trading bases. Lair will fall very quickly, but instead it looks like PuMa is actually going after the tech buildings, does not want Banelings on the field, does not want any more Mutalisks. 18 Zerglings are in production, and the lair is starting to fall as we speak. This will put, if PuMa can survive all of these Zerglings, this will actually put him in a great position. As it sets back his opponent's tech very significantly, but Banelings coming in will not manage to get much of anything. Most of the Marines do make it. However, there are still more Banelings getting some good hits, and Zerglings doing a good job cleaning all of it up. There's the good game. PuMa tapping out.